So today we got a pretty unusual fragrance to talk about, and it's one of them if you know kind of fragrances. This is from Maison Crivelli, and this is their newest release to the Extrait line. It is called Safran Secret. Yes, people, or what is going on YouTube, and welcome back to another video. If you're new here, my name's TJ, and over here on this channel, I discuss all things fragrances and the fragrance industry. So if there's any content, anything at all you'd like for me to create, let me know down in the comments. And I've said it before in a previous video, and I'm gonna say it again. What Maison Crivelli have done with this fragrance, I actually think should be illegal. And I'll get into why in a minute. So the clue is kind of in the name of this fragrance. It is Safran Secret. And the secret is the important part here, and why I think it should be illegal is because if you see loads of other brands, when they're releasing a fragrance, they will announce it on Instagram, announce it on their website. You'll see videos and everything everywhere. And also them websites that we check out to see notes and accords in fragrances like Fragrantica, you'll go and see, oh, does this look like an interesting fragrance that I want to try when it comes out? But Maison Crivelli have literally done the opposite, and they're not telling us what is inside here. So listen, to anyone who works for Maison Crivelli, I'll say it a little bit quietly, but if you actually know what's in here, I beg you, just hit me up. I'm not gonna tell anyone, I won't make a video on it, just tell me what is actually in here. But in this video, I'm gonna kind of tell you what I get, and I like to think I have a decent nose after smelling thousands of fragrances throughout the years. So I'm gonna tell you what I get. It might not be right, but still, that's what I get. So one thing that we do know is this is actually a remake of a discontinued fragrance to the Maison Crivelli collection. There was a fragrance years ago, I didn't actually get the chance to try it. It was called Ingredients 07 2012, and I'll pop a picture of the bottle on the screen, but it's identical to this, just with a different name. So if any of you guys out there have ingredients in your collection and you've tested this, I wanna know, are they the exact same? Have they made changes in it? Let me know. And one thing as well, I mentioned in a Maison Crivelli ranking video, I'll pop it up there somewhere for you guys to watch, but what they do is they put the key ingredient that is in the fragrance that they're working around in the name of the fragrance. So if you see Oud Maracuja, Oud Stallion, Hibiscus Mahajad, Rose Centifolia, whatever it is in the name. So one thing we do know as well, this fragrance is based around the note saffron. And in my opinion, straight off the bat, this is not gonna be a fragrance that is gonna blow people's minds. This is not in the realm of a Hibiscus Mahajad in terms of how unique it is. This is not in the realm of an Oud Maracuja that's gonna be something new and a performance monster. I think it's all right, but it's not gonna blow anyone away. And if you guys have seen any of my videos, you know that I've been loving saffron lately. I've been loving it since I found Crystal Saffron by Matière Première, so already they're onto a winner with me. And obviously saffron is a spice, and I think it's one of the most expensive ingredients for perfumers to work with. I think they even refer to it as like red gold. And if you haven't tried any saffron fragrances, you don't know what it smells like. Essentially, it is spicy. It can also give off a little earthiness, slightly dirty as well. And all of those things that I just mentioned, that is what you get in the opening of this fragrance. And along with that opening, I'm pretty sure there is some sort of citrus in the top, because it has not like a lemon fizzy smell, but it's got this sharp brightness that you only really get with citruses in there. So I feel like it's the citrus mixed with the saffron in the opening, but it opens up very fresh, spicy, very light and vibrant. And then as time goes by, it obviously gets much darker. And again, we don't know the notes in this, but just smelling the testing strip again, I feel like it's definitely confirmed it for me, because there is this real dark, rugged, textured feel in this fragrance. I don't know why I just shouted textured, but in this fragrance that only reminds me of like leather. So I'm gonna go out on a whim here and say there's a leather accord in this scent. And a leather accord in this fragrance, it isn't like how people describe a new car smell and stuff like that. For me, it's almost like a old vintage leather jacket. And again, it's just my observation, but what this is reminding me a lot of is the Memo Paris leather line. So in my collection, I already have Memo Paris Irish leather, and in there, I'm pretty sure there's like juniper berry leather that adds that kind of suede, but almost soft spiciness to it, and it's got a similar vibe to this. And now I'm not saying that juniper berry is in this, because I don't think it is, but one thing I'm pretty much 100% bang on that is in this is patchouli, because there's a nice little spicy earthiness that carries through. And you know what's mad? Last week I was meant to meet the founder of Maison Crivelli, T-Bao, who I've met a few times. He was actually in London for the Selfridges pop-up of Cure Infra Rouge, because it's been a year that that's released. So he messaged me and said, oh yeah, should we meet up, go for lunch? And I was like, yeah, cool. And I was proper gassed, because I wanted to actually like find out what is in this fragrance. But then he said he got ill and he had to go back to Paris, so I didn't get to meet him. But you see, when I see him next time, I'm finding out 100%. Now I was trying to figure out, is there any similarities between this and any of the other fragrances in the Maison Crivelli collection? And the only thing that comes to my mind when I test this fragrance is Oud Cadenza for some reason, and that is the latest release to the Oud collection. It is in the purple bottle, And although this is a super spicy fragrance and Oud Cadenza is much more gourmandy, there was one similarity between Oud Cadenza and one from Memo Paris again called Abu Dhabi, and I'm pretty sure they both have the dates accord. So there is a slight bit of sweetness in this fragrance. So again, I think dates is in this. And my nose is probably cooked. I bet you I'm hella wrong. The brand, the perfumer, T-Bow, everyone's watching this guy. This guy does not know what he's doing. So I still have to say that Crystal Saffron by Matière Première is still my favorite saffron fragrance. And this one is nice, but I feel like if you're looking for an out and out saffron fragrance, I don't really think anything is gonna beat that. But yeah, man, overall, I do like the scent. I don't love it. I think it definitely does fit into Maison Crivelli's collection because they don't really have anything like that. They've got the sweetness, they've got the fruitiness, they've got the light airiness, but to have something dirty, a little bit rugged and saffron in there, I fully think it works. So I'd only say go out and try this if you really love the saffron accord. If you don't rush. And the other day I was speaking to a couple Harrods employees and they couldn't really tell me a lot of information, but they said, listen, big things are coming, maybe 2-3 different fragrance releases in the next couple of months, so stay tuned. But yeah, man, thank you guys for watching the video. I appreciate the support as always. If you made it this far and you're not already subscribed, like I always say, hit subscribe, like, comment, share, all of that good stuff, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Love for the love.